What's up, Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Byte for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. Would you believe we have a story about new Apple products coming out in 2018? But this is not a rumor, it's coming directly from Apple. Now, Apple is going to give the Mac Pro a major makeover, and yes, it is coming in 2018. Now, realizing Apple Pro users have been fed up with the Mac Pro and the lack of updates with nothing for over 3 years, Apple opened up for the first time to a small group of tech journalists. In an openness and honestly a little bit of desperation we have never seen by the company in the history of Apple, Phil Schiller admitted, "We're in the process of completely rethinking the Mac Pro." Craig Federighi said, "In retrospect, it didn't suit some of the people we wanted to reach, and we'd found ourselves a bit boxed in by a circular shape." The new Mac Pro will be an all-new modular design, unlike the current Mac Pro, where upgrades were external via Thunderbolt. Now, professionals will be able to configure the new one the way they want it, and Apple will also be doing a Pro display specifically for this new Mac Pro. It will not be an LG display, it will be an Apple Pro display. Now, Apple declined to comment how far along they are in the process, but they made sure to say, you won't see any of these products this year. Now, could you imagine if they stayed silent for another year plus like they normally do? People would be burning Macs on the street, just like they did to their LeBron jerseys. Okay, maybe not. And where are those people now?
And look at this. I mean, he's posing.
There's his pose.
Yeah. Now, Phil Schiller said this: "We made something bold that we thought would be great for the majority of our Mac Pro users. And what we discovered was that it was great for some and not others, enough so that we need to take another path." One of the good things, hopefully, with Apple throughout the years has been a willingness to say when something isn't quite what we wanted it to be, didn't live up to expectations, to not be afraid to admit it and look for the next answer. See, again, this is transparency that we have never seen before. And yes, they took a chance. They really did screw up on the Mac Pro, but at least they're getting their message clear to Pro users. We still care about the Mac. You're just gonna have to wait until 2018. But at least they're doing something, and for that right now, a humbled Apple gets a good Apple. All right, now if you can't wait and for some reason you still need a Mac Pro right now, they've made some updates. The entry-level Mac Pro for $2,999 will now come with a 6-core Xeon processor instead of 4 and upgraded Dual-Fire Pro D500 GPUs. Now, the high-end $3,999 model will bring 8 cores and go from dual D500 to dual D700 GPUs. But there's still a lot of other nuggets that came out from Apple's powwow. Now, Apple confirmed to TechCrunch that they are working on new iMac models that they expect to launch later this year, including some new configurations designed specifically for Pro users who are already fans of the all-in-one design. Now, after the Mac Pro came out, they found a lot of pros were actually shifting to the iMac. But do not expect touchscreen Macs. When Mashable asked if Apple might consider a touchscreen one, Schiller clearly said no. He added for Pro customers when talking to them about the things they're most interested in, this doesn't even register. Now, also during the conversation, Apple confirmed to website Axios that there are no plans for Macs to be solely based on ARM chips, after many rumors have claimed Apple might take their mobile chip platform to the next level. And what about the Mac Mini? So many of you have asked about that as well. Daring Fireball reports, Schiller said, "On that, I'll say the Mac Mini is an important product in our lineup, and we weren't bringing it up because it's more of a mix of consumer with some pro use. The Mac Mini remains a product in our lineup, but nothing more to say about it today." I'm sorry, Mac Mini lovers. I know how you feel right now. Aww. So a lot of juicy news around the Mac Pro this week. Actual real news, not rumors, not fake news, real stories. But let's get to a couple of those rumor stories you love so much. According to Digitimes, the 3rd generation Apple Watch is scheduled to be released in the second half of 2017 with battery life and performance improvements. LTE has been a long-rumored feature. Few details are really known, and no parts from the supply chain have even leaked out, which would indicate we aren't really that close or the design won't change that significantly. But what would be an Apple Byte show without the obligatory iPhone story of the week? We're used to seeing new iPhone releases in September, but according to the Economic Daily News, suppliers are having technical issues in the production of the upcoming iPhone due to differences in the OLED display lamination process and integrating the new 3D sensing front camera system. That could delay the rumored high-end 5.8-inch OLED iPhone sometime in October and even November. No! November. All right, that's going to do it for this week. You can email us at theapplebite@cnet.com or tweet me at Brian Tong. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch y'all next time for another Bite of the Apple.